Hey, what's up? This is just going to be the Friday show. This new thing I'm going to be doing, which is just like a weekly review of cool stuff that's come out or that I've read or listened to, things like that. The first thing is Sam Harris launched his new meditation app, Waking Up, and it's basically similar to Headspace or Calm or some of these other meditation apps, but it's really, really good. Sam spent a lot of time in India studying with different meditation teachers, and he's also studied philosophy and philosophy of the mind. So he has a lot of useful insights into that whole process. And so I've done 5 days of it, and it's been super, super awesome. It's basically every morning I'll start out with it, and so far they've been 5-minute meditations. Each one is a little bit different, the focus of it. So like the first one is just very simple. He starts you off by just focusing on any part of your breath that you really can. And I've never really done guided meditations before, but I've noticed he's really good at the timing and pacing of it. Like he's not constantly talking, so you can focus on the practice. But he comes in every now and again to basically pull you back or give you a new directive. So I'm really liking that.
Day 4 of the Waking Up course. Take a seat however you're comfortable. It usually helps to keep your spine erect. And then become aware of the sensation of breathing.
I think I might do like a bigger review of that because it's pretty awesome app. The next thing is I just watched the new Dave Rubin episode. He had a guest named Coleman Hughes, who is an undergraduate at Columbia, and he writes for Quillette, which is basically like an online magazine. And Coleman just like blew me away. I had read some of his articles because a lot of people I follow on Twitter were basically forwarding some of his articles when they first came out because A, he's an undergraduate, but B, his thinking is really clear. So that kind of combination, I think, made people really like him. But this is the first time I've heard him speak on video, and it was just crazy. He's a really sharp dude, really good at handling nuance, and they have a great discussion about sort of the current political atmosphere and the sort of cultural dialogue and the way we interact with one another right now. So that's really cool. You should check that out.
And if the norms are you have to believe in systemic racism, you have to believe that America is a unique evil, then people will grow up believing those things. And likewise, if the norm is, abortion is murder and there is only one God and it's the Christian God and homosexuality is a sin, then most people in that context will end up believing those things.
Tim Ferriss just launched his latest episode, which is with mycologist Paul Stamets.
I was eating the mushrooms and then I started feeling the effects. And so it was great because I was climbing the tree and I was getting higher in the tree and higher in my brain.
Whoa, that seems like a terrible
cool
thing to do.
I first heard about Paul Stamets when he was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and Paul blew me away. He's a super, super great scientist who kind of perfectly blends the curiosity and wonder of science, why a lot of people get into science, sort of that childlike curiosity, with scientific rigor and objectivity, no woo-woo. And he always points out when he's being hypothetical and theorizing versus when he's talking about established scientific truth. So his new episode with Tim Ferriss is amazing, and definitely check that out. Next is Mark Maron uploaded his latest episode with Kurt Vile.
And then she's like, well, just, I was like, I just wanted to give him this Sadie CD, and then she's like, well, just jump down and give it to him because it's the last level. We were like on this level and they're down there before he gets on the bus. So then I jumped down. I was like, hey, Neil. I was like, hey, Neil, you hear the new Sadies? And I knew he knew him, but the way I did it, because we were stoned, it looked like this dude came out of nowhere, and it was like Elliot Roberts literally held up his elbow like to block me. Yeah. It was like, hey, whoa! Everyone's like, whoa, whoa.
Kurt Vile is a musician who's really, really good, kind of blues background, indie rock, that kind of vibe. And I've been really into his album with Courtney Barnett, which just dropped not too long ago. And then Mark interviewed him. So check out that on WTF with Mark Maron. They have a great conversation about Kurt's influences and sort of how he got started. Also, I just posted a new blog post today on jakeweber.blog, kind of about the digital age and the problems that have basically become the problems that have been revealed by the internet and by the way we interact with each other online. So check out my blog post if you want. It's a sort of personal essay, which I usually don't do on the blog, but yeah. And that's it. So this is kind of the Friday show. It's just going to be throwing cool things I've found throughout the week your way, and then you can check them out. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.